All right, here we go with episode 807. Let's just go ahead and get straight into it. You notice it's a black screen that's right after the credits, and I guess we're just not doing the Saga cell anymore. Which I guess just means the episodes are longer, unless they have longer closing credits or some shit. It's hard to believe they would just give themselves another minute when a lot of times the pacing issues is the episodes are they're not putting enough in the episodes. I don't know. Maybe this is when they start switching to fewer episodes per year instead of every single week. I'm sure that happens at some point because I know that's the current model, right? Currently, they don't do an episode every single week because I've seen it when the website will say it'll be several weeks for a new one. Sometimes it'll be a month or two before a new episode. So I know for a fact that they don't do every week anymore, and their place is secure because it's such a famous show. So they can take them 2 months off and get back and still get their time slot, unlike the past. So I wonder, is this when that happened? Like now they can pack the episodes a little more tightly because you don't have as many episodes per year. I don't know. It's interesting to think about. But at any rate, let's go and get into it. We are going on one. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Well, that's just mean. Hey, we ain't seen this dude in about 600 episodes, 700 episodes. This is Jen, right? Finally getting more Jen. I think, actually, I think I've seen. We saw this, right? I remember them talking. Maybe this is before, because I don't, like I said, I don't remember the first 100 episodes that well. I just have a vague idea of them. I can't remember if this happened on screen. If like he came back later, and was thankful to Sanji because of this, right? Yeah, 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 yeah. Really, that's what we're doing. Tell you that shit is dope, man. Good shit. Yeah, I'm awesome. Yeah, okay. This is we did see this. Yeah, because this is when Luffy is here. I thought maybe this had happened before Luffy showed up. Okay. Well, there are people that probably have never seen this before because like they started watching around episode 300, 400, whatever, never went back. I did a poll one time like, have you seen it from the beginning? Did you start watching in the middle? Did you ever go back and watch some of the others? And there was a sizable number of people who never went back and watched the first few hundred episodes. I remember this son of a bitch. Get wrecked. Yeah, I don't care about your spikes, bitch. He is crazy, isn't he? He's quite mad, you know. Yeah. The chef is a hater. Look at him, he's grinning. Sometimes you just need somebody to be a stubborn bastard. Luffy is definitely that. Yeah, yeah. Interesting that they're weaving this straight, you know, because we've seen this part. They're weaving it straight into the flashback chronology. Like I said, they figure a lot of people have not seen it. If they have seen it, they hadn't seen it in a long time, right? Oh, I got a lot more than that. He would defeat you in 2 seconds these days, dude. Look at him. Yeah. Man, this is old school. This was like episode 30 or some shit. Like, it was really fast, you know. Wasn't very far into it at all that I remember. Ah, shit, I remember this shit. Sanji saves his life, right? I think he does. Yeah, that's right. He's quite mad, you know. Yeah. Maybe I can wreck you before I hit the water. That's right, punk. I don't remember why these two were fighting each other. I have no idea why they were fighting each other because they're just here at a restaurant. What was the problem, right? What's the beef? You know what I remember about this story arc? The pacing was terrible. They kept showing people floating in the water. Somebody say something, they show people floating in the water. Somebody throw one punch, they show people floating in the water. They throw another punch, people floating in the water. You know what I'm saying? That kind of sucked, is what I'm saying. I heard Luffy and Sanji, and I saw them too. So they're not going to fight each other today, are they? That would be tragic. That's right. Get us over there. Hey, yeah, we got this information. Now we're talking. See, this is how you get the information. Thanks, man. This is good intel. We don't know shit about them. But wasn't she like right there with you? Yeah. I love the way she pronounces chopper. I'm sure it's the Japanese way to pronounce it. But it's her specifically cracks me up. Yeah, it's pretty worrying. Well, anyway, I wonder if I can find YouTube on this thing. Yeah, shit. Oh, well, crap. They are not okay. I think they just got. You're in big trouble, man. Yeah, she saw him. Well, shit. She's gonna go through the mirror and she's gonna flank him, essentially. She's over here, and suddenly she's gonna be behind your ass. She's coming behind you, that's what she's doing. Or she's gonna grab something she can use. That's what it is. She's grabbing some minions. He's like, what the hell? Oh, Jesus. She grabbed a couple of these minions. These idiots. These idiots. That backstabbing bird and the backstabbing bunny and then that dinosaur dude. We're about to find out how tactical he is. He's actually the senior person of this team up. This is Kirito's first thing ever to do anything like this, right? Outside of the elephant. Yep, we were all shocked. Yeah, I don't see it. But you did, though. All this time in the ocean, days upon days on the ship with nothing to do but talk to each other. You never talked about your backstory. Robin never talked about with Dragon. Like, nobody talks to each other, man. You ain't talking about shit. Yeah. That was back before I ate you. Yeah. He ain't gonna say shit. That's when you really pissed him off. Yes, we are. Thank you for reminding us of shit we just saw last episode. Thank you for that. They went from reminding us of shit from episode 30 to last episode. Good choice, bad choice. He's absorbing the energy, man. That's what's happening. I finally figured it out in the Q&A. The devil fruit The devil fruit, I believe, can. Yeah, he needs meat now. Devil fruit converts food into energy. You know, people without devil fruits can't do that. Where's the meat? He needs meat right now. I think if he's gonna fight, he needs meat. He woke up like that, man. Ah, shit. I don't see shit. Although, maybe they actually will fight this episode. That's what, the title implied that, and so did the visual we saw. He's just gonna run up and scream his name. And he's gonna have to fight him. He's gonna have to fight Luffy to save his Zeph or whatever that guy's name is. Is it ZEF? That's stupid. That's right, punk. Calicoach. Yeah, I don't feel like waiting. Come with me. Hey, that wasn't nice, man. Yep, we're going to have to fight each other. So, like Robin, he's refusing help. That part was easy to figure out. Hey, that's why they did the flashback. Yeah. They think it's hilarious. God, I hate those guys. Yeah. Eat my ass. He's trying to be as much of a dick as possible so Luffy will just leave. I'm not convinced. This dude said, I'm not convinced. That is hilarious. Luffy ain't really the smartest person on the planet, I'm just saying, but that is hilarious. I'm not convinced. Sometimes he just has a way of talking, and I think a lot of it is the translation. Japanese phrase things differently than we do, and then you translate it in English, and it's just an interesting way to phrase it. I've always liked that. I love the Japanese language translated in English. The way they talk is just really, I like it a lot. It's just different than the way we talk. Different than the way we phrase things. Probably more elegant, you know? Dumbass. Yeah, we also remember this. We saw this recently, too. Damn, I don't think we saw that part. Maybe we did, I don't remember. Definitely saw this. Dicks. I wonder why they're reiterating this again just an episode or two later. I don't understand that. I'm just so used to filmmaking where you present information once and you assume the audience can handle it, right? That's why you'll see like shitty movies will repeat the same things over and over again. That was a big problem with House of Dragon season 2. They kept repeating shit. Like they would say something in the next episode, they'd say it again, maybe in a different way. But it's just repetitive as hell. You don't typically do that in filmmaking. One and done, man. I do wonder if it is a cultural thing, though. It's like the repetition helps drive it home in Japanese culture. I don't know. Another great voiceover performance is this father's. He's really good. Got the sister over there crying and shit. I think the way I realized that it's the same voiceover actor, the Chopper actor is also young Sanji. The way I realized that was the crying, because that crying is very distinctive. Nobody can cry like Chopper, man. Yeah, we've had Chopper cry quite a bit, right? So that's what made me realize it was the same person. Hey, this is interesting. How he first talked himself into this, right? Denied. You're just a kid. Then again, free labor. Clearly a runaway. We get it, man. Jesus. Nobody was going to say no to that shit, right? You know it is. Man, don't nobody give a shit about that. Cat's pretty happy, ain't he? And now this part I think we saw. I think because I recently rewatched the episode where we got his backstory. I think it was like 18 or something, somewhere around there. 19 maybe, I don't remember. But I remember seeing he was talking about this shit. Obviously, they've upscaled it. They reanimated it to the current resolution standards, right? That was like 4:3 or some shit. But this is pretty much note for note the same shit, I think. Zeph. Zeff. I assume you pronounce it Zeph. I've never seen that name before, so I don't know. Yeah, that's right. He's got a lot of fire in him, man. A lot of fight in him. Yeah. Chomp. I'm gonna eat you like a biscuit. You know, this just occurred to me. Why did everybody else die and these two lived? I think the answer is they were underwater when whatever happened to the rest of the people happened, right? So he's underwater saving Sanji, and I guess something happened where like there's this big wave or something came in and just completely obliterated the top of the ship and wiped everybody out who was there, right? Because it's interesting. Two people survived. Those same two people were in the water together, and nobody else lived, right? So I think that's probably why. I think they would have both died if they had still been on the surface of the ship. Is what I'm saying. The top deck or whatever. Because everybody else got obliterated, man. Yeah, this I all remember. They don't know that I rewatched the episode recently, so this is fine because it's like from a really long time ago. Also very shortened. They condensed the hell out of it. That's fine. I mean, they'll make great choices like this, and then they'll show us shit that happened last episode, man. I don't know. Yeah, I'm taking your shit. You got that big ass bag. I can't remember if I predicted this or not. I feel like I probably did because it's pretty obvious. He wouldn't still have that big a bag. It also would have rotted by now, right? I don't know though. I don't remember my reaction to this. Yep, I'm skinny as hell. Look at me, skin and bones, and missing a leg. The same leg that Sanji bit, by the way. Isn't that interesting? Bit him in the leg, and then he loses that same leg, saving him. That's got to be on purpose. It does make me wonder like if we're gonna see him with a peg leg in the future. That's one of the pirate tropes I don't think we've seen yet that I can remember. Probably not though, because like he's not a fighter anymore. Plus, he was walking around in the future when he's running the restaurant. Did he have a peg leg there, or was it something else? I don't remember. If you didn't have the same dream as me, I would have let you die. Keep that in mind, kid. I'm not a good person. Hell yeah. Good shit. Now this we just saw an episode or two ago. So I don't know why we're repeating this. It's so confusing, man. It's like this was edited by somebody who just grabbed a bunch of shit, rammed it together without consideration of what we've been watching in the previous episodes. I don't know, man. Bizarre. But it could very well be in Japanese culture, they repeat things 2 or 3 times to make sure the audience gets it, right? Because I've said this before, Japanese shows care about the characters more than they care about anything else. Consistently across the board. Characterization first. World building second. Maybe action second. Really? We didn't get to be continued? That's weird. Is that the first ever episode that didn't get a to be continued? They really rammed it, like they crammed as much as they could into this one episode. That is wild, man. That is wild. I don't think I've ever seen an episode that didn't get it to be continued. Ever. That's crazy. What were they doing in this period of time? Like I said, this whole episode's insane. Makes me wonder if it actually was a cheesy clip. Did somebody tell me there were several episodes coming up, and I think it was in the 800s, that you just completely skipped because they were nothing but clips. Nothing. There is zero new material on these. Remind me in the comments what those episodes are, because I feel like it's in the 800s. Like, you literally just don't need to watch it, right? So, also, there was a weird thing where it's like, Sanji kicks Luffy and is talking shit to him. Okay. He's talking shit. Sanji kicks him. He lands here. And we've done damage to the cart, actually. Luffy's like, I'm not convinced. That was so funny, man. Okay, so Luffy's been kicked. He's sitting here in the field. There's a bunch of people in front of him. He's destroyed part of his caravan, the whatever you call this, a cart that's transporting him. Yeah. And Luffy says this here. The brother offers to help. Sanji says, sit back. And he says, I'll send him away, right? Like, we saw all this, right? Okay. Then we go to commercial. And when we come back from commercial, we're in flashbacks, and we go from flashbacks to Sanji sitting in the caravan as they drive. Are they leaving Luffy behind? There's no evidence of the damage. And they cut to this like at least 2 times, maybe 3 times. They flashback, Sanji sitting there thinking about the flashback. Flashback, Sanji sitting there thinking about the flashback. Just sitting there in the cart, not facing Luffy. What happened to Luffy? Like, did they leave? Did they all just be, all right, let's go. Let's leave them sitting in the field. Or next episode, are we going to see them still standing each other, facing each other, about to fight? But after the commercial break, when we had this cliffhanger, We're back to Sanji just sitting there thinking about flashbacks. That is terrible editing. It is awful. Like, what the hell is that? What are you trying to communicate here? Like, it's just super confusing. You don't do this. You know what I mean? If anything, if you must have some more flashbacks, you show him standing there glaring at Luffy, or you explain he's sitting there thinking, and other people are talking. Yeah, it was great that we left Luffy behind. He just sat there, like you know, saying this makes no damn sense whatsoever. This could be the worst directed episode I've seen in the entire series. Like, it's all over the place. They're showing flashbacks from last episode. What I just described, the continuity is terrible. Like, what the hell are they doing? Like, what is this, man? Like, this is bad. I mean, the material is good. The way it was organized by the director and the editor and presented to us was absolutely horrible. The worst I've seen in the series.